Because yeah, in the past when I've done these streams, sometimes there's too much silence. People think that the stream is dead, but it's very live. Let's see, are we live on X also? We are live. We're live streaming on X also. Okay, so we're live on 3 platforms. Welcome everybody to day 21. So I was saying in Telegram today, in the UpScalp Telegram community, which is at UpScalp Portal. I'm going to keep this short today because I'm quite tired, but also because I'm really deep in the work that I was describing on yesterday's live stream. So yeah, welcome everybody, checking in again for day 21. I wanted to do this even though I'm a little bit tired today because it's a milestone. So this is number 3 weeks in, sorry. Yeah, this is 3 weeks in. So we've hit the 3-week milestone of live streaming every day apart from one that I missed. But I think that's pretty good going. I think that's pretty substantial commitment by me to this. In addition to say like the Assure DeFi, KYC that I did also. I think me showing up here every single day, I think that's a pretty good commitment to show how dedicated I am to this and how obsessed I am to it, as I tell my Telegram community that I'm pretty obsessed with this product and making it a success and making it as effective and user-friendly as possible. So I'm deep in that. I'm jumping on really just to explain the work that I've been doing today, which is an exciting piece of work, I think, following on from what I was talking about yesterday on yesterday's live stream. So basically what I've done is I have this public Jira board that anyone can see. I have a public link that I'll share on X and on Telegram again, where anybody can take a look at this board at any time. And I'd been going through, I generally look at this every day to update the community about what work I'm doing, what I'm working on. And the main thing that I was focused on yesterday was this. And actually, I wish I could change the color of it. Can I? Let's see. Can I change the color? Because I really want to highlight this. No, don't need an automation. I want to make it jump out more. That this is really important. This is a big piece of work. It is based on some discoveries that I made yesterday. As I explain most days when I'm working on this, or when I'm doing this live stream to explain what I'm working on, I have a number of automations done for research. So I'm constantly looking for new edges for this product basically the whole time. So we're always looking for new ways to tailor the strategies, optimize our settings, look for new strategies, new ways for the bot to make money basically, and also to reduce risk. So through this research and through analyzing the log data that UpScalp generates every day, which is mountains of data every single day, I have been able to identify some work that should really help improve the scoring system and the risk penalty system that UpScalp uses. So just to talk about it again, just a refresher, this is what I was talking about yesterday. If you're interested in this, I highly recommend going back to the first week of live streams I did, say from day 3 on, day 3, 4, 5, those 3 days probably, because I go into a lot of detail in those early live streams about how UpScalp is built, how I created it, the components of it, and also talking through the product itself, so like live demos. So I did a lot of live demos in the early live streams if you want to check them out, and you can also look on our Telegram group. I clipped multiple clips from them as well, and they're all in our Telegram group that you can watch back if you want to see specific things like the descriptions of the products, the descriptions of the access to the product, and future plans also. So just as a reminder, how this works is UpScalp is continuously scanning the top 50 pairs by volume on Binance. It detects potential candidate signals by using over 30 different strategies that it analyzes the market data against. When it finds a signal, it's a candidate, it goes to validation, which is the scoring stage really, where there's quality check and scoring of the quality of the signal. Then it goes to a risk framing stage where there may be some penalties depending on certain aspects of the current market. Like for example, if it's a long but the market is bearish, then there will be score deductions at the risk framing stage. And then finally, if it passes through all of that and it's successful, then it gets delivered to you on your phone, basically. You're on your phone or on your desktop, wherever you use Telegram. So that's the basic background of how UpScalp analyzes the data in the market. And where I am today, why I'm speaking about that so much, is this task here. So I was explaining that this came yesterday. Basically, I have automations that search for research for me. They found some research for me that looked very, very promising, and then I was able to compare it against the current code base for UpScalp. Found something very, very interesting. I worked really hard yesterday, so it was about 8 or 9 hours of work yesterday put into it. Basically, what it was is new edges within the scoring system. So I identified certain areas of the scoring system that are too rigid, they're too static, and that I'll be able to fine-tune those to be much more adaptive. This is a major overhaul of the scoring system of UpScalp, so much so that I've approached it as almost like a new version. So the existing scoring system, which is working really well today, when I was checking this morning, 85% of open positions were in profit, and then I think it was like 82% win rate today as well. So massively successful today. But we did say over the last 3 days, when the market was extremely volatile, UpScalp was very quiet, and the open positions were not so healthy. So in fact, there was quite a lot of notifications in UpScalp over the last 3 days, because it tells you when conditions are poor, and it recommends that you don't trade, because as we've spoken about a few times on these live streams, sometimes the best trade is to not trade at all and to wait for better conditions. So that's how the current system works. But I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna call it the legacy scoring system. So that will still be there in the bot, but I'm going to implement this phase 3 of scoring as a completely new system of scoring. So it will be there in parallel to the existing legacy scoring system. It will be much more adaptive and reactive than the legacy scoring system, and I'll align it parallel to it, so that both of them will be there. And I haven't decided yet how I'm going to finalize that implementation. I was talking in the Telegram community today about that a little bit, that I may have an automated way for flipping between these two scoring systems, like that the legacy system, if it's outperforming the adaptive system on a certain day, that UpScalp would automatically flip to using the legacy scoring instead of the adaptive. But in reality, I would say in most conditions the adaptive would be better. The other option that I could do, because again it's just usually my design philosophy, is I could make it an option in the settings that you can choose, that users can choose if they want to use the legacy scoring system or the adaptive scoring system. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to decide once I have the implementation done how I'll frame that. Realistically, the most likely one is the automated one, where it automatically decides itself which scoring system is more profitable in any given time. So that's where I'm at. I just wanted to jump on really quickly to say I'm still working on that, making massive progress with this today. Very, very exciting. I'm very, very happy with how the work is going. This idea to keep the legacy scoring system as a thing that exists within the bot, I just said that about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, because I figured like the legacy scoring system is really good for shorts in particular, and it's really good in certain market conditions. So we might as well keep that. There's no reason to throw it out. So that will be there, and then this new scoring system will be in addition to that. So I think that is probably the most sensible way to work, because then I've got a fallback. Like if the adaptive system is not working on a certain day, we have the fallback of the legacy scoring system then. So it's a much safer way of implementing this. I think it's just good design. And usually I'm trying to use design best practices as much as I possibly can. So that's where I'm at the minute. I'm just popping on for that. I'm going to say thank you very much for supporting me over the last 3 weeks. This is day 21. I've live streamed almost every single day, 20 out of 21 days. The only day I didn't live stream is because I was traveling for in real life work, and I wasn't able to get a quiet place to stream. Otherwise I would have streamed even that day. So yeah, I'm really delighted with the progress. Very, very happy today, and I think we'll see this reflected in the market cap and in other places when this really starts to cook. That's it. I'm gonna finish up there for today, because really I want to get back to this work and keep pushing on with it while I have some time today. I think it's vital that I get this done as soon as I can because it's going to make such a massive impact. If you have any questions, you can find me in the Telegram group or on the X profile. Send me a message there or send me a comment in either. Again, it's just at UpScalp is our X account, and our Telegram portal is at UpScalp portal. So t.me/UpScalp portal. That's all. And I'm always available pretty much all day to answer questions there if you have any. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very, very much for joining in again. I really, really appreciate the folks who tune in and watch these videos and listen to them. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. Thank you very much. Talk to you tomorrow.